First up, we have Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. This is a standalone game based on the Rainbow Six Siege's limited mode Outbreak, which we saw back in 2018. The game pits you against a parasitic alien-type lifeform in a three-player co-op PvE setting. There is no PvP element in this game, which you would have become accustomed to in other Rainbow Six games. While comparisons will be drawn with this to Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood, this will be a much slower and more thought-out style of play, making use of lots of gadgets and gizmos and breaking through walls to shoot lots of different aliens. The game is coming out on PC, PlayStation and Xbox, and is releasing on January 20th. Next we have Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, a remastered version of Uncharted 4 Thieves End and Uncharted The Lost Legacy for the PS5. This PS5 remastered version looks to make the most of the next-gen hardware, with improved graphics, 3D audio, better load times thanks to the SSD installed, and using the DualSense controllers, haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. If you already purchased either of the before mentioned PS4 versions of the game, you can upgrade to the remastered game for just $10. A PC version is slated for release in 2022, but no fixed date yet. The PS5 version is set to come out on January 28th. Astroneer first released on PC, PlayStation and Xbox back in 2019, and is getting its Switch debut this month. The game is set during the 25th century's intergalactic age of discovery, where astronauts explore the frontiers of outer space. Your job is to unearth rare discoveries and unlock the mysteries of the universe. On this adventure, players can work together to build custom bases above or below ground, create vehicles to explore a vast solar system, and use terrain to create anything they can imagine. It has kind of a Lego feel to the building mechanism, which can make for some cool creative options. It makes for some mixed reviews upon original release, so it'll be interesting to see how it fares on the Switch. It's due out on January 13th. Next we have Pokémon Legends Arceus. The basic premise of this version of Pokémon is to complete the first of the Pokédex from the Hisui region, which later becomes the Now region. So it's setting the time long before Ash & Co, where Pokémon haven't become tameable and get on with their lives freely. This is basically Breath of the Wild but with Pokémon lore, and while we're hoping for a full open world experience, Nintendo has since confirmed that it's not be the case, and you need to return to the main village after you complete tasks and start the next one. Battling Pokémon will be a familiar affair, but we've added a layer of strategy to the game by introducing two new battle styles, Strong and Agile. Strong will increase the power of your attacks but lower speeds, while Agile lowers power but increases action speed. The game's been getting some strong hate already from the community, so I have to wait and see to see if it's justified, or if people need to give it a chance before casting judgment when it releases on January 28th. Last but by no means least, God of War. Kratos and Son are finally coming to the PC. The original PS4 version sold over 19 million copies worldwide since its release in 2018, and is considered by some to be one of the best video games of all time. While there won't be anything added in terms of gameplay, the graphics will be improved from the already great PS4 version to true 4K resolution with unlocked frame rates. It will also make the most of it NVIDIA DLSS. I'd have liked to have seen it use NVIDIA RTX, but nonetheless it will still look amazing. Another great thing about PC port? Mods. I'm sure it won't be long before we see Kratos squaring off against Lady Dimitrescu. This version is released on January 14th.